Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Pearl again, and I'm here to give you my 6 months post-op tummy tuck update. I didn't do a 5-month one because there wasn't really much to share. It's pretty much the same. I did get a question the other day asking me, did I get my scar revision done? And of course, I didn't get my scar revision done as yet. Remember, I told you in my last video that I was going to Egypt. So please go ahead, click on the little picture down below the video, click on that. It'll take you into my channel and you'll be able to see all my videos, of course, of Egypt. We visited the museum, etc., etc. But we're not here to chat about Egypt. We're here to have a look at where I'm at 6 months post-op. A couple of things. Remember, I'll be showing you my scar because I know that you guys want to see how the scar has settled. Can I just say that plastic surgery doesn't give body perfection? So after having it, do I have regrets? No. Am I happy with the way my body looks? Absolutely. I have so much more body confidence. I feel sexier in my skin, yes, I would do it again. But if I'm looking at my body and I'm truly honest with you, there are still a lot of imperfections. Am I going to allow that to make me go and do a whole nother operation? Absolutely not. Let's talk about pain and swelling. Now, at some point I thought, oh, I'm done with the swelling. I have to say to you guys that around the time of menstruation or your monthlies, and you get that bloating and swelling, you feel so tight. You feel like it's going to explode. And if you have a lot of scar tissue, we'll discuss scar tissue just now, you will see that it pulls and it's so tight and so uncomfortable. The other times where I feel uncomfortable, we're going into winter. You know, I'm in South Africa, so we're going into winter. And with the winter, when it gets cold, just like if you've had any other operation, you will find that around the scar, it pulls and it tingles and it feels weird and there's a little numbness. So there again, you will probably, maybe you're lucky you don't experience it, but maybe you will, like I do. And the other time that I experience major swellings if I'm doing a lot during the day. I haven't done a workout in a while, so I can't tell you if I'm still swelling after a workout. And of course, when I'm ovulating. So when I'm ovulating, there's a lot of swelling in the underneath of the tummy, so it pulls. Let's talk about the scar tissue. If you haven't checked out my video on scar tissue massage, I do have one. Again, click the little picture below. I'll also put it in. You'll see there's some little white containers, white blocks at the top. You guys can just click on that and you'll be able to get into that video of tummy tuck scar massage. I don't wear any compression garments. So as far as the massaging, there is still that scar tissue. I literally feel like where the scar, I would say if I flex or if I tighten it up, I'll show you what it looks like just now. You will see that it feels tight. I could feel there's like a thick sort of layer of scar tissue. As far as that goes, like I said, I can arch my back. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me lower slightly for you. If I arch, I can now arch my back much better. Remember, in my 4-month, I was telling you that I couldn't quite arch. I can get a decent arching. I can do a decent cat-cow, which I couldn't do before. I am going to show you a picture of my scar. I'll put the picture in right now. And you can see that the scar is very brown. Now I'm going to show you where I'm at. Now please do remember, I have not been working out. I have put on a lot of weight, so you will see my body in its true form. Here is what I look like at 6 months. Again, you can see that I'll put a picture in just now and show you what I looked like before, so you can get a before and after. And then of course you can see I still have this issue here, which I can't seem to get rid of. But again, we've got to accept some of the flaws. We can't have everything in perfection. But you can see my body's got a nice shape still. And if you look, my underwear sort of covers really nicely my scar. And of course where the pipe was, I'll come a little closer if you guys can see there. All right, so here is again my body here, like I said. And now here is my scar. Again, remember that I still, with the scar revision, I'm planning to have the C-section scar removed. I'm going to try and get this a little bit lower, and I'm going to try and get in closer. I have been noticing my belly button. You can see, remember, if you look at my 4 months post-op, it was still pulling, and again we did that little bit of scar tissue massage and we managed to release it, but you can see it's a lot more round. And if you look really closely at where the stitches are, you can see them. Does it bother me really badly? No, it doesn't. Now let's take a look at the scar. So I'm just going to show you as close as you can see. There is still slight puckering. Here is where that initial stitch, so that needs to be fixed, but you can see it's not as bad. I want to actually come close and just really give you an idea of what that scar is looking like now. And if I'm looking at it, you can see there's the puckering pretty bad. So let's talk about what Doc is planning to do. So what I am having done probably around September, and I'll obviously do an update video there, is we're going to aggressively, you can see, remember I've always told you guys this is where I carry my fat, and remember I have these really large lungs. You can see the fat here. I'll put a picture in to show you from the above view how crooked everything is, because if I'm standing straight up you can't really see. So I will stick that picture in now. That's what it looks like. So you saw that if I'm touching this side, you can see that it's a lot higher than that side. But as you can see, it's pretty good, and the figure is pretty good. We're going to aggressively do lipo here and just get that waistline back. So I have been taking advantage of the fact that I can eat. So yes, I've been eating all the wrong things, but you know what? It's fine. I can do it because I'm going to have that second round of liposuction. All right, guys. As far as that scar tissue I spoke about earlier, if I touch here, I feel a little uncomfortable, which I will discuss with Doc at my next checkup, but it's kind of sore. So remember in my 4 months post-op, I showed you how to get that scar tissue loosened. And if I feel in here, guys, I almost feel like the way the stitch or how it healed, I feel like the keloid is actually underneath into the actual where he stitched in the muscle or in the skin here. But if I flex, you can see my muscles are still there. So overall, 6 months post-op, guys, looking super amazing, looking really good. I'm happy with everything. If you have any questions about anything on the 6 months, please go ahead. Feel free to ask me any questions about the 6 months post-op. Like I said, please, ladies, plastic surgery is so not perfection. Bodies are not perfect. You are not going to have the perfect incision. You're not going to have the perfect finishing result. You have to be able to accept that whatever the result will be, sometimes it might be a mess, a complete mess, and other times you will have a 90% perfect. But is it 100% perfect? Absolutely not. Plastic surgery is a way of making you feel better about yourself. It is absolutely not a way to get the perfect body. That's my 6 months post-op. Let's talk about the fat transfer that was done to my face. You can see my skin still looks pretty amazing. The texture and the tone is pretty much there. But if I do this, you can see there's a little bit, it's really not even that big of a deal, but because I'm doing the lipo again, I'm just going to add a little bit in here. I'm going to remove my glasses. I want to show you back more in the temples and a little more in here. And of course, I had that issue where my lips would go on the down frown. So we'll obviously put a little more fat to keep them from going further down, because we don't want that. But guys, you can see I will have some more Botox in the neck, because if I do this, you see this band is actually going to is giving me the little chicken neck. So once I get the band sorted out with Botox, that will settle in and I'll get rid of my little chicken neck. You can see I have a little chicken neck there, and that's a video for a whole nother day. But I will try to, as soon as I can, put another video out as far as that goes. And I'm hoping to put some fat, make my lips a little bit fatter. You remember if you go back to my videos from my day 1 and day 2, my lips were super swollen and I loved it. I don't want like really, really fish lips, but just something a little more, so it's a little bit younger, a little bit fresher, a little bit more sexier. So guys, I just want to say thank you for joining me today, and I hope that it was informative and